Hey everyone, Caffeine Man here, and today I got another caffeinated product for you, and that caffeinated product is punched gummies. Yeah, that's right, caffeinated gummies. I have only done one other review on gummies, so I am definitely excited to try these gummies out. They come in a variety of flavors, and I look forward to trying them out with you guys, coming right up. Hello again everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. If you want to stay informed on all things caffeine related, feel free to hit the subscribe button. I post new videos every Tuesday night, as well as one on the weekends. And in today's video, we got some caffeinated gummies by Punched. Love that name, Punched. Gives me something to do on camera. Punch you guys. I'm certain that they came up with a name because they're gonna give you a punch of flavor, or when the energy hits you, it's gonna give you a punch of energy. But keep doing it, someone's gonna want to punch me. So I'm going to go over the ingredients in this product, as well as the health benefits of these ingredients, followed by a taste test of all their fruity flavors. Timestamps and chapters down below so you can go where you want to go. And looking at the nutrition facts panel, you'll see that the serving size is 5 gummies. In those 5 gummies, you're going to get 33 calories, 0 fat, 1 gram of protein, 0 cholesterol, 0 sodium, 4 grams of sugar, 8 grams of carbs, as well as 3% of your daily value of iron, 33% of your daily value of vitamin C. And for caffeine, you're going to be getting 50 milligrams of caffeine, which if you can do the math, that is 10 milligrams per gummy. I am super excited by that because that means you are going to have ultimate control over your caffeine intake. If you want 100 milligrams of caffeine, you can eat 10 of these gummies. If you only want 80 milligrams of caffeine, you can have 8 of the gummies. And if you just want 50 milligrams, well, guess you guys can do the math. It's really, really simple. But the bottom line, it is great for anyone that keeps track of their caffeine. I keep track of my caffeine throughout the day, but it's even more important at nighttime, because at nighttime, let's say it's like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and you're feeling just like a little bit sluggish. You don't want to have a cup of coffee or an energy drink at 7 o'clock at night because you might not be able to get to sleep, but you don't want to be sluggish for the rest of the night. So you just have 4 gummies for 40 milligrams of caffeine. You're all set. Or if you can handle a little bit more but don't want too much, you have 6 for 60. I mean, you can do this in increments of 10 to suit whatever your body needs. I love, love, love having control over the amount of caffeine that you can have. I mean, granted, if you have a 300 banger Reign, you could just drink half of it. But do you know how hard it is when you're drinking one of those delicious flavors to just stop yourself from drinking, especially when you're busy doing something? You just keep drinking, next thing you know, the can's gone. And then you're gone, running around the house. I really like the concept behind 10 milligrams per gummy because listen, it means you can actually have more gummies as well. I've done several videos where I had a candy and some of the candies had like 50 milligrams of caffeine. I say, well, you can probably only have 1 or 2 of those because you don't want to go too high in your caffeine. But if it's a delicious candy, don't you want to have like 8 or 10 of them? Yeah. And what's even better about this is that it's actually natural caffeine. So you're going to be getting a longer lasting caffeine out of it, and that natural caffeine source is green coffee beans. Now, even though a lot of us love natural caffeine for its longer lasting energy benefits, there are also lots of other benefits to green coffee beans. They've been known to help with mental and cognitive function, help with alertness, boost immunity due to the amount of vitamin C, burn fat, increase your metabolism, and even improve your skin and hair health. How are the rest of the ingredients looking? Pretty healthy actually. They're using all natural and organic ingredients, so they're going to be using fruit juice from concentrate, organic brown rice syrup, organic cane sugar, purified water, micronized gelatin, natural fruit pectin, and natural green coffee beans. That makes these gluten-free, 100% natural, allergen-free, non-GMO, nothing artificial, and these gummies are also ultra low glycemic. Therefore, since it doesn't raise your blood glucose levels, it's a good healthy option for diabetics. The caffeine in these gummies will actually hit just a little bit harder too, even though it is natural caffeine, because you're going to be chewing them and the caffeine will be absorbed through your oral membranes, which is known to be absorbed a lot quicker than if you needed to digest the caffeine. As for the flavors, each pack is a variety pack and it's going to include apple, lime, grape, peach, orange, and fruit punch. Sounds good. Let's taste them out. And here is the container. Oh, it's a huge container. There's 200 count in here. There are 200 gummies in here. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say it. Yes, thank you very much to Punched for sending me these gummies. They sent them to me in exchange for an honest review, and I was just expecting one of the packs that they have because they sell them in smaller bags, but they also sell them in a 200 count. So thank you to Punched for sending me these in exchange for an honest review. I appreciate it. Let's open these bad boys up. Oh my goodness, they're sealed really well. Gonna have strong wrist for this. Ah, there we go. Lefty loosey, righty tighty, right? I know it's not me. I am a grown adult. I know how to open a container. Not only am I a grown adult, I am old, on tons of medications. I open up these bottles in smaller forms all the time. Punched. What are you doing to me? If I can't get it open the next time, you're going to get a punch. Let's hope for the best. Okay, you've been warned, people. Going to be a little tough to open. So when you buy these and you go to open it, don't think that you're the only one who can't open them, but because it's problematic. And if you don't have a problem opening them, you can laugh and say, caffeine man, you can't open bottles. What's wrong with you? Safety seal too. I got that one okay. Ooh, they smell fruity, like really fruity. I don't know which one to start. Well, I was going to say that the orange and the peach are going to be hard to decipher just looking at them. So I am actually going to start off with whatever this one is, and I will hold it up to see maybe if my camera can pick it up for you. That color. Yeah. Let's taste it out. Very chewy. I got the good one. I'll fast forward. All right, that one was the peach one. Got a strong peach flavor out of it, and they're very gummy, very chewy. So they're not like super soft, but they're definitely not hard. But you know, you bite into them and you squish down, but it doesn't break off right away. So you gotta bite into that hard jelly and you gotta wear it down a little bit. And while you're doing that, you're getting the caffeine out of it in your saliva. You're absorbing the caffeine. You're not eating these in like 3 bites, as you could see. Even though I was fast forwarding it. It's gonna take you like a minute to chew it. I should have counted how long it takes, maybe for the next one. I think I am getting a hint of the caffeine in there, but overall, really liking that peach one. It was pretty good. I don't put caffeinated products on the Caffeine Man rating chart, and I don't know why I don't. I just never did it really, but I don't see why I can't. On the Caffeine Man rating chart, I'm gonna do the peach 8.5. I like peach. Let's go for the next one. I'm gonna see if I can pick it out. Here's a nice dark purple one. There we go, dark purple. I'm assuming that's going to be grape. If it's not, I'm going to be in for a surprise when I taste it and be like, that's not grape. What is that? It is grape. Yep, that one was definitely grape, and I don't know why I'm holding this. It's getting kind of heavy because there's 200 of them in there. And the grape flavor wasn't as potent as the peach flavor, and there was actually a little bit of caffeine flavor coming in a little bit more than it did on the peach. The peach was able to cover up that caffeine flavor a little bit more, and I am getting a little bit more caffeine. That bitter flavor is a little bit too much for me, but there are plenty of people that like their coffee dark, so they like the bitter flavor. If you're someone who doesn't mind bitter, you're gonna get a little bit out of the grape. Where's it gonna be going on the Caffeine Man rating chart? Since I started doing it, I gotta keep going with it. But I'm gonna give this one a 6.5. I'm more of a sweet person as opposed to bitter. Next up, we're gonna go for a red one, which I believe is gonna be the fruit punch. Should get a nice mix of flavors in there. Yep. That one is better than the grape. You are getting a little bit more of a fruity flavor. You're getting a little bit of a stronger flavor, and but you are still getting a little bit of the caffeine flavor in there. Definitely not as much as you were from the grape, but you can definitely tell that you are getting a little bit of caffeine. And I think you're getting maybe just slightly more maybe than that peach, because that peach was one of the stronger flavors. This so far is the second strongest flavor for its fruit punchy flavor. And just a touch more caffeine. And I'm making sure I'm having some crackers and some water in between to cleanse the palate so that the caffeine flavor isn't really stacking. Although if you're eating all these at the same time, then the caffeine flavor might stack a little bit. Here is the next one. I think that this is gonna be orange. I didn't pay close enough attention to see if the orange and the peach were different colors, and I'm looking, and I wonder, do they have a chart on here? No, they don't have a chart on here, but they got this lighter colored one, and that might actually be, I'm guessing, maybe apple. So I'm hoping that I'm going for orange. Let's taste it out. So that was a total of 45 seconds, and it wasn't like completely dissolved, but it was lots and lots of little gummy pieces in my mouth so that it was easy to swallow. I think if you try and get them till they're like completely dissolved, it's gonna take like over a minute. Not that they are hard to chew, they're really good to chew. As for the flavor, I think that orange is a strong flavor in general, so that orange flavor is really competing with that peach flavor. So you're getting a pretty strong flavor out of there, and I'm trying to go in that one, not getting too much of that caffeine flavor at all. It's probably even less than the peach. But yeah, no, that orange one doesn't have much caffeine flavor at all to it. So when we're going and putting on the Caffeine Man rating chart, I'm going to give this one an 8.9. Really good flavor, really strong orange flavor, and barely any caffeine taste at all. I think I forgot to put the fruit punch up there. Fruit punch was a 7.5. I think we're down to the last two. I think we got apple and lime left. I'm going to try and get the apple next, and then leave that lime for the end because I think the lime, I think that's apple. Doesn't even matter if I show it. I know it's just so small. But I think that lime's going to be a strong lime flavor. Give orange some competition. I'm definitely liking the consistency of these. They're chewy, but they're gummy. I like them. That flavor though, that didn't really remind me too much of apple. It was more like hints of apple, and then as I was chewing it and only getting the hints of apple flavor, I was worried that I was going to get some caffeine flavor, because you really need to have a strong, potent flavor to cover up that caffeine. But I didn't get too much caffeine out of that one either. Probably got around the same middle amount as fruit punch, but the flavor wasn't as strong as fruit punch, but it was definitely better than the grape one. So if we're putting it on the Caffeine Man rating chart, I'm going to give this one 7.2. It's pretty close to that fruit punch, just not as flavorful as that fruit punch. And then at the end, I'll give you the whole master list, and then I should probably tell you on a scale of 1 to 10 how much caffeine I can taste too. Let's get into the lime. Here you go, in case you're curious. Yep, lime. Solid, strong lime flavor there. Not getting much of that caffeine flavor as well. Yeah, that's a good flavor. I'm going to put it on the Caffeine Man rating chart, and I'm going to give that an 8.8. And now that we went over that, let me give you a better idea of the caffeine flavor, because some people don't like the bitter flavor and they want to get a better idea. So I think that for the caffeine flavor, I'm going to put it on a 1 to 5 scale. I don't want to give it a 10 scale. I think 1 to 5 really condenses it a lot better. A 1, not having very much caffeine flavor at all. A 5, that tastes more like caffeine than fruit. So the top ranked ones, the orange and the lime, on a caffeine level, you're only getting like a 1. You can barely taste the caffeine in it. And if you're sensitive to bitter taste, you might be like, oh, I can taste a little caffeine in there. If you don't mind a little bit of bitter, you may not even notice that it's in there. Next, when it comes to the peach, you are getting a touch more of that flavor out of there. So I'm going to say that you're probably getting a 2 for the amount of caffeine that you're getting in the peach. And then when it comes to the fruit punch and the apple, because they're not extremely strong flavors, you're getting that caffeine to come through a little bit more, and you're probably getting maybe a 2.5. I'm not going to give it a 3 because it really is kind of closer to the peach, and I think that it's manageable without it bothering my taste buds too much. As for the grape, you can really get a lot of that caffeine out of the grape. I'm going to say on a scale of 1 to 5, you're probably getting a 4. I actually feel like I'm getting more caffeine flavor than I am grape flavor. If you're looking to pick these up, you can head on over to punchedenergy.com. Make sure you spell punched right, because there's no E in there. And they told me that if you guys want to save 15% off, you can use coupon code CaffeineMan15 to get 15% off your order. Like I said, it does come in a variety pack, but maybe someday they'll actually go to individual flavors so that you can actually get the flavors that you like, as opposed to a mix of ones that you may like and may not like. Thank you again to Punch Energy for sending me these gummies to try out. Really appreciate it. And thank all of you for joining me in today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, have yourselves a great day. Or night. Therefore, since they don't raise blood glucose levels, blood glucose levels, blood glucose, how's your blood glucose? My blood glucose is great. Blood glucose. I can't say it that way in the video though. Blood glucose. How is glucose such a hard word? I can say glucose all day long. Glucose. But blood glucose. Why is it some words are just the close and ud? Nah.